Minecraft resource packs. Love them or hate them, use them or don't, you probably know what they are and what they do. The overall concept is pretty simple. Place some text, sound, or image files into a set of folders and Minecraft will react accordingly. Want cobblestone that looks like actual cobblestone? Done. Want to customize your in-game music files? Done. Pretty simple. But as you guys know, I have a bit of a fascination with breaking Minecraft. And today, I want to show you guys a resource pack that morphs Minecraft from this into this. Yeah. While I'm not the one who found out about this or created this monstrosity, I'm definitely gonna show it off. So let's go ahead and let's dive right in. So what in the name of Minecraft is happening here? Well, if you've ever seen invalid leaves from Minecraft Alpha, or any item of the sort in modern versions of the game, you're probably familiar with this pattern. Heck, if you've ever played Team Fortress 2, Portal, or just about any other Valve game, and accidentally messed something up with a custom map or something of that sort, you've probably seen this pattern there too, minus the giant red error models that tend to pop up everywhere. But like I said, the key word here is error, because this certainly isn't normal. And back to the question at hand, what the heck is going on? Simply put, what you're seeing are missing textures. You might think this resource pack is just a bunch of black and purple textures, but no, it's only one file. Yeah, one. Opening up this resource pack and checking out the bat_spawn_egg JSON file in a notepad shows a very small amount of text that is undoubtedly broken. Between the two quotation marks after layer 0, there's nothing, when in reality there should be some text there, similar to how layer 1 has the text items/bat. Without any path to point to, the game throws out an error and attempts to unload all of the resource packs at the exact same time. While I'm not 100% sure if what I'm about to say is the case, if I had to guess, when the game unloads all of the resource packs, it's also unloading the default resource pack, which it is not supposed to do, as the default pack is never intended to be unloaded. Obviously, unloading the only backup of the game's default textures would obviously cause problems. If the game has nothing to point to, the only thing the game can point to is what is defined as an error, hence the purple and black textures and total lack of text. Because Minecraft can't load any textures or any JSON files, things go really haywire from this point on, including but not limited to failing to load any text, messing with things like rain and snow, not being able to have normal particle effects, among loads of other simple things. Usually, when spectating mobs like creepers or spiders, you'll have an interesting view of what they quote-unquote see, but with this resource pack glitch, nothing extra is added because the JSON file that houses the information about that effect doesn't load at all. Ultimately, it's just some broken textures, but it still messes with a lot. Also, using this resource pack is super simple too. This resource pack is currently built for 1.13 pre-releases and things of that nature. As always, a link will be in the description down below for you to download and mess with it for yourself. All you have to do is throw it in your resource pack folder, load it up, and try your best to navigate the menus. Hopefully, you've got them memorized by now. Also, because I know somebody will probably ask this question, why purple and black? Is it something that Mojang decided on for missing textures? Were they Notch's totally real brother Herobrine's favorite colors? Is it some sort of Easter egg? Well, boringly put though, it's actually industry standard. For an extremely long time, game developers have been using this technique to let players know that something is going on with their game. Usually seeing this pattern just means that a specific texture or model is missing from the game or not loaded. When creating textures for missing files, you want something that's extremely noticeable. Therefore, you pick high intensity colors such as purple and black, sometimes white and red, and other super bright colors that 90% of the time if a person sees that texture or pattern, they'll immediately know that it's not meant to be there. The bright colors increase visibility and makes you entirely aware that everything you're seeing is without a doubt an error. And speaking of errors, knowing that simply changing something in a resource pack can make such a monumental difference to the game is astounding. Ultimately, at the end of the day, it's important that Mojang fixes bugs like this and doesn't allow for one tiny, seemingly unnoticeable change to break literally everything visible in the game. If I had to guess, however, I'd say that the fix is probably quite simple. Mojang just needs to be able to catch empty strings within JSON files before the game throws out an error for it. If you try this resource pack for yourself, all you have to do to fix it without navigating the menus is hit F3 plus T. Because Minecraft previously unloaded every resource pack when it threw the initial error, pressing F3 plus T in this case reloads the default resource pack. Overall, it's a pretty cool glitch. So before I go ending off the video, I wanted to give you guys a brief demonstration as to what it's actually like to try and use this resource pack in-game. Now, to load it up is very simple. You just go to your options, you go to resource packs, and you load it up. But I would recommend that if you try and use this for yourself, that you at least use it with some discretion because, well, it's not quite like epileptic or anything to use it. It is quite irritating to use. So to load it up, I do have two versions of the pack here, but they both do the same thing. I was just messing around with it. In order to load it up, all you have to do is you just have to go here and you load it up, and that's it. You hit done. Now, again, as I stated before, this is not a resource pack that makes everything look broken. This resource pack actually unloads all the textures and sounds and text and everything. If we click on the button where the resource pack button would be, we can see that it is not loaded. It's not in the menu here. The default pack does appear to be there, but I have a feeling that Minecraft may be coded in a way where you can't actually unload the default pack. It's always supposed to look like it's there. So let's go ahead and let's load up a world here and see what everything actually looks like. This is what the main menu would look like. As you can see where the Minecraft logo would be, where the Java Edition logo would be, where all the buttons would be, but other than that, it doesn't look anything like it did before. So let's go ahead and let's check out the worlds here. Again, none of the text will load up, but these images will load up, and I have a feeling that occurs because these images, I think, are housed within the world files themselves. So they do actually get loaded up because they never got unloaded in the first place, because you can't actually change these pictures based on resource packs. So let's go ahead and let's load up a world here and see what it's going to look like. Now, again, while it is rather disorienting, you can for the most part see what is going on here. You can see that my skin is completely unloaded. All of the textures are completely unloaded. The sky just looks like an absolute mess right now. The only thing that looks even remotely normal is the color of the sky. But if we go ahead and we fly up here, we can see that this is the center of the giant texture file for clouds. We can actually fly through the clouds and roughly see that. Let's go and let's fly under this layer here. You can see, yeah, this is what I was looking for. You can see the cloud layer. If we go ahead and we go above it, we can go above the clouds here and see, look, there are two suns. Well, there's not actually two suns, it's just the size of the texture file itself. So let's go ahead and let's dip down below the clouds here and we can check out some other things. So we can very clearly see where all the water is. That's a block that I was just messing with on my own. We can see where all the water is. We can see where all the trees are, all the land is. I guess this is a boat with a mob in it. Yeah, I guess I was messing around and I put a sheep into a boat. So you can tell that's what it is, but other than that, the game is pretty much indistinguishable from its previous form here. So let's go ahead and let's see. I had some horses that I was looking at earlier. I don't really know where those are right now. But if we go ahead and we check out the items in our inventory here, this item right here, which is the first item in my inventory, you might be wondering what this is. It's actually the debug stick because, again, all of the models are unloaded, the sounds are unloaded, the textures are unloaded, everything is unloaded. So yeah, the second item in my inventory is nothing, which is why you see my hand here. The third item, I don't even know. They all look exactly the same. You can see that I'm selecting things on the bottom menu here, but other than that, you know, I have no idea what these items actually are. So if you want to go ahead and you want to unload the resource pack while your world is loaded, one thing that you can do is you can either go from the resource pack menu, you can click and then unclick the item, or you can hit F3 plus T, and that will attempt to reload the currently loaded resource packs. And then the game probably notices that something is wrong and it just loads the default default pack. It even like shows the sort of coded message here. It doesn't show the actual message where if I hit F3 and T again, you're going to see that it says loading or, you know, reloading resource packs. But yeah, before it doesn't show up at all. And even some of the pixels on the lettering are kind of off. It's super weird actually. But if I want to go ahead and I want to reload the resource pack here, I go ahead and I hit that and I just sort of hit the broken backpack again. Now, one thing I did notice about this is that for whatever reason, horses will not unload. Everything else will unload. Like if I go ahead and I type in summon creeper, at least I think it will unload here. Yeah, the creeper itself again is unloaded, and yeah, shadows are all derped up too. But horses don't follow the same rule. And as you guys noticed before, horses were all white for whatever reason. I have no idea why it does that. But one last thing that I want to show you is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go into game mode spectator here, and I'm going to fly underground, and for whatever reason, filling up my entire view, there's just this like one half of the screen, but in quadrants, like everything looks the way it did before, but then in the other quadrants, it's green and it's black. Like we're literally living in the Matrix here. It's super weird. Like, you know, if I go ahead and I go, you know, all the way up here, I guess I'm only seeing, like, for the most part, shadows or something. I don't know. If you guys have an explanation for this, feel free to let me know in the comments section down below. So, what do you think about this glitch? Have you ever seen something like this before? Is it something that's totally new to you? Can you think of any interesting ways to break Minecraft like this that I haven't showed off on this channel before? Let me know in the comments section down below. But other than that, that just about does it for me for now. If you guys enjoyed this video, please consider leaving a like on it, because it would really help out myself and Michael McChill, who co-wrote and edited this video, the channel and the video quite a lot. But anyways guys, I hope you all enjoyed. My name is AntVenom, and I bid you all farewell. Thanks so much for watching.